there guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for watching today. And today we're going to be breaking down everything that is to come for 2021 Emerald City Comic-Con, otherwise known as Funko Virtual Con. I think this is 4.0. I think this is the fourth one. I wrote it down somewhere here. But nevertheless, this year, because of everything that's still going on with the world, we can't get together with these Comic-Cons. So Funko is doing another virtual con. We saw this past year with San Diego Comic-Con, with New York Comic-Con, and now we're going to see this year with Emerald City Comic-Con. So there were a lot of awesome exclusives that Funko had teased and finally announced this past week. So I wanted to run down all of them with you and show you some of the ones that I'm super excited about. But first, I want to talk a little bit about the con itself. So the virtual con is going to take place from March 1st to March 5th. During that time, they're going to make some more announcements. They'll drop some exclusives, and also the shared exclusive will come out at those local retailers and online for you to be able to purchase. So just with New York City Comic-Con, just as they did, Emerald City Comic-Con Virtual Con will be using a lottery system. So if you're watching this, you probably already know, and if you didn't know, probably missed out on being able to sign up for the lottery system. So if you were part of the Funko fan club through Funko.com, you got an email, I think on February 15th, to be able to sign up for the lottery system. And then if you signed up for and opted in for the lottery system, you got put in the list. And then this Wednesday on February 24th, we will know if we got the lottery or not. I'll make sure to make another video and let you guys know if I got it and some of the things that I'm planning on getting for myself. But if you are lucky enough to be able to get that lottery winner, you're going to know on Wednesday. And then on March 3rd, that's when the lottery will begin. There are going to be two different lottery slot times. Both are going to have identical inventory where Funko fanatics will have the chance to get some of their favorite exclusives during those lottery times. And then after that, on March 4th, starting at 6 a.m. Pacific time, people will be able to go either on Funko.com to get those shared exclusives with the shared exclusive sticker, or they will be able to go to the websites like Hot Topic, Box Lunch, Books A Million, all those that we're going to talk about today. So, without further ado, we're going to actually run down all of the Funkos that were announced. I think there were about 30 or something like that, 25, 30 that were announced for Emerald City Comic-Con. A lot of really awesome ones. So we'll run down, let you know where you might be able to get them if they are a shared exclusive or not, if you're unable to get in the lottery, or if you just want to get some extras. So starting with the Funko Shop exclusives that we have, these are going to be available just during the show. So there are some Funko Shop exclusives that here in the United States are only going to be available through the Funko Shop. But internationally, they are going to have different inventory and different shared exclusives. So these ones I'm going to talk about are only going to be available through the Funko Shop itself and will not be in any other stores internationally. First, we got from the Adventures of the Gummy Bears, we got the Green Ogre. This is a Disney show, I think from the 80s and 90s, which if you grew up back then, you might have known this. They did have a short-lived ride in Disneyland as well. This is going to be a 1,500-piece limited edition. So this is definitely going to be one that people are going to go after a lot. I've seen the show, don't remember too much about it, so not to attach myself to it. But it seems like it might be a pretty big one for nostalgic purposes. Next, this is one of the ones that's on the top of my list as absolutely ones that I need to get. So I'm really hoping I can get the lottery. This is from Pirates of the Caribbean. This is the Disney Parks ride for the skeleton on the gold. So in both Disneyland and Walt Disney World, if you go on the ride, on one of the first sections, they have a beach and there is a skeleton sitting on a pile of gold. So it's always really awesome, and the fact that they made this to a Funko is fantastic. It doesn't say how many pieces this is, so I'm hoping there's enough to go around. I'm hoping even people that maybe don't get the lottery still might be able to get it. I know that we were able to get the Molly Weasley and the Burrow one from New York City Comic Con after the fact, because we didn't get it during the lottery, and then we decided afterwards to go back in. It was still there, so I'm hoping there's enough for this one. This is absolutely awesome, and it's a glow in the dark too, so it looks like the skeleton face lights up, so that is really, really cool. And we're big Disney Parks fans, so this is going to go in our collection of Disney Parks Funkos that are just growing and growing. And next, we have a Funko Soda. This one's going to be limited to just 2,000 pieces, so it's going to be pretty hard to get. It's HR Puffin Stuff. This one looks pretty cool. It does have a chase version as well. Instead of holding his little baton, he is holding a hat, and he's in a different pose. So not a huge difference. Some of these sodas are metallic or glow in the dark or flock. It looks like this one just has a different pose. So HR Puffin Stuff, definitely a really cool one to get as well. And then finally, I think the last one from the that was the last one from the regular Funko shop. Now the rest of these are going to be available at the Funko shop here in the United States. Internationally, it might be available at different stores. But Thundar the Barbarian, which is a Hanna-Barbera cartoon, kind of taken after, Conan the Barbarian a little bit, just kind of a spin on that. So you got Olaf the Mock, Princess Ariel, and Thundar himself. The three of these, those are going to be limited editions from the Funko shop. Those look pretty cool. I like how they've made some of these older cartoons into Funkos, because it kind of fits the way that the character was drawn. Kind of fits pretty well. Next, we got another classic cartoon character, the Underdog. And this one looks pretty fun. Him in his outfit, his superhero costume. It's just a red onesie with a blue cape. Easy enough, and he's a dog. Who doesn't love that? So the Underdog coming in from the Funko shop. Next, this is one of the ones that's on our list at the top. And Michaela is a huge fan of this movie. It is for Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. There are a few different things on here, but right now we're going to focus on the one on the right of it, which is Kim Pine, the drummer in the band Sex Bomb from Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. And we actually did just recently pick up some Scott Pilgrim pops. You can see over to my left here. We'll make a video on that real shortly. We're able to get those grails in our collection. I feel like this one's probably going to be another one of those grails, being from the Funko shop. This is definitely one that we have to get our hands on and build that Scott Pilgrim Funko collection. And then for a couple of sodas that are also going to be exclusive to the Funko shop, we have from Masters of the Universe that we'll see on the left side of this photo here. The Man-at-Arms and Cobra Khan Funko sodas are both going to be, looks like 7,500 pieces, limited edition, and they both will have chases. Of course, that will look a little bit different, look kind of in their reptilian versions. From Masters of the Universe, those are a couple really cool Funko sodas. There's some more in the Masters of the Universe line that we'll talk about a little bit later. And then going over to My Hero Academia, we got Najiri Chan. It looks like she has, using some of her powers, the whirlwinds there. Looks pretty awesome. I know that they teased this one and they showed her purple hair when they were teasing some of the Funko announcements, and I know a lot of people instantly recognized her, so a lot of anime fans are going to be happy about this one. This is another limited edition from the Funko shop. Then next, we got Weedle on the Needle, and it is Weedle from Weedle on the Needle. I'm not very familiar with this. I know it's a children's book. I just don't know anything about it. Looks like it is a children's, cute for a child. So maybe some people that grew up, in the 70s reading this book or passing it on to their kids, this might be a cool one to get. But probably one we're going to skip on because we're not too familiar with Weedle on the Needle at all. But it looks a little cute holding a flower. And then I know that with Funko being headquarters in Washington, I know that they are big fans of Seattle sports and the Seattle Supersonics, which was a basketball team that we don't have around anymore because they moved to Oklahoma City. They definitely need a basketball team back in Seattle, and hopefully that comes back soon. But they did put out the mascot for the Seattle Supersonics. It is the Seattle Squatch, and this one is absolutely awesome. I love mascots and I love sports, so this is one I'll probably need to grab. He's awesome. He's a Sasquatch that can play basketball. He dunks during, the breaks and halftime, and he's a lot of fun. So I love this one. I love the gorilla for the Phoenix Suns. I love mascots, especially when they are actually participating and playing in the sport. Everyone knows Gritty. Everyone knows, here in Florida for the Lightning, Thunderbug. So I love mascots, and so it's really awesome we can have those mascots. Moving on to the next one we got from Candyland is Plumpy. Not a huge Candyland person myself. I didn't play the game a lot. I remember playing the game as a kid, but I don't have vivid memories of it. So this character I don't remember myself, but Plumpy, one of those characters from Candyland. I know they're putting out an entire Candyland set. They're putting one out for TargetCon. I'll try to make a video about TargetCon soon too and talk about that because I know that's coming up. But this is another one that they're adding to that set for Candyland. For the last one from the Funko shop, it is going to be Deadman. So the one that you see on the left-hand side in the red suit, that is going to be a Funko shop exclusive. That is a DC character. Deadman looks pretty cool, kind of like all that white Pail, kind of looking like a skull, like he is dead. So that looks like a pretty awesome Funko Pop right there. Now, that is all the Funko Shop exclusives. So the Funko Shop exclusives are only going to be available during the lottery. So make sure you pay attention. And if there are still some left after the lottery's done, you want to go into the Funko store and grab them. We're going to go ahead and move on and show you some of the ones from the shared exclusive, those shared distributors. The first one we'll talk about is actually that same picture I'll bring up. And it is the guy on the right side, which is Spectre. That one looks pretty cool. He's kind of floating. It looks like he might be using his cape as a stand, which I actually have Funko right here, a Vision from Infinity War, which is similar, where he uses the cape as a stand. I think that is so cool when they do that, because it makes it look more of an action pose. So that looks like an awesome Funko that you can get from Entertainment Earth. Next, from FYE, we have Diana with the lizard face. From V. I never watched the show, but I've seen a Funko like this around. I've seen different versions of Diana, and it looks like this is her ripping her skin off, showing her lizard face. So you'll be able to get that one from FYE. I think there already is another Diana FYE exclusive. I don't remember which one it is, but this is another version of that they can pick up from FYE. Next, we got from Barnes & Noble, and this was actually Barnes & Noble and Books A Million. I didn't think that they were owned by the same company. I might be wrong, but they might just both be getting it. This is from Wonder Woman 1984. It is Wonder Woman, and is her using our tiara as a boomerang from the opening mall scene in Wonder Woman 1984. So that's a pretty cool scene, pretty cheesy, but pretty fun. And it's metallic as well. So her armor, it looks like the tiara is going to be metallic. So that actually is a pretty cool one. I'll definitely have to pick that one up. Big Wonder Woman fan. We got a whole line of Wonder Woman Pops out of sight up on top. So going to have to add that one because I think we have we have 4 different Wonder Woman 1984 Pops. So we'll probably have to get this one and keep going on. Also available over at just Barnes & Noble. Is going to be Vaporon. The Pokemon, another version of Vaporon. They already do have one out. This time it is going to be a diamond glitter version of Vaporon, which looks absolutely beautiful, looks very shiny, and actually works really well because he is a water creature. So, having kind of that blue skin, looking a little bit shiny, it's kind of like the water reflecting off. So I think that's going to be a pretty cool one there. But here on the left side of that picture, we have Charmander. And now Charmander is actually going to be a Target exclusive. So that one also going to be a diamond glitter one as well. Now, regarding the Target Funkos, we have actually seen this past week, all of them dropped early. So there's a couple weird things. I saw online, this Funko tweeted out that he was able to find all 3 of the Target exclusive ECCC Funkos in his store in California, so they dropped early in some stores. I think California and Texas people said that they were out. They weren't out in ours. We checked multiple days to see. And then I think over the weekend, they actually dropped them to order online early, which was super weird because they're not supposed to be available until March 4th. And so some of them sold out. I guess maybe for pre-order to see if you can get them by March 5th, because it says I was able to get one of them. I wasn't able to get the other 2, but I was able to get one of them. So hey, I got one of them just in case I can't get them during the lottery. But Charmander is one of them that people were able to order early, but it seemed like they had a very small amount. So hopefully they will have more restock online and in stores on March 4th. The one I was able to get here is Deadpool with the teddy bear pants. So he's wearing pants, but they're all made of teddy bears, which is pretty funny. And it looks like he does have a shirt on, but you can see his body being all disfigured there. And he's giving you a thumbs up, so that's a pretty cool one. Probably also celebrating the 30th anniversary of Deadpool. And finally from Target, we got a all green, military green, as they're saying, Yoda. So this is an older Yoda. I really like the look of it. At first they were calling it an art series Funko, and actually Funko tweeted out multiple times announcing that it was an art series. And then over the weekend they actually came back and said, nope, it's not an art series anymore. I don't know why they called it an art series, because they weren't selling it with the hard protector like they normally do with all the art series ones. But hey, I guess they decided to change their mind on that. It's a little weird, maybe there was a little miscommunication, but here is Yoda, also going to be available at Target as well. Next, another shared exclusive, this time from Newberry Comics, which you don't see a lot of shared exclusives from Newberry Comics, but this one is also from Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. It is the soda on the bottom of the picture here, Matthew Patel, the first Evil X from the Scott Pilgrim vs. the World movie. Looks like this is limited to 2,000, and it was going to have a black and white chase. So this is a pretty cool one. They do already have a Funko out of him, and I think a 2-pack of him and Demon Chick. So this one looks a pretty cool one. Definitely going to be one to add to our Funko Soda collection within the Scott Pilgrim vs. the World series. Now going over to Hot Topic, the other Funko Soda we got here, Todd Ingram, one of the last Evil X's. I think the 5th Evil X in the it's either 4th. I think it's the 5th in the movie. Todd Ingram, and Todd Ingram is a glow-in-the-dark chase, which looks pretty cool. So his vegan powers, eyes lighting up, and then it also looks like his clothes light up a little bit too. So that one looks pretty dang cool. That's gonna be limited to 10,000, so not as exclusive as the Matthew Patel as far as it goes, but it makes it hard to get a chase. So that actually is pretty cool there. Now next, we're gonna be looking at some of the others from Hot Topic. We are gonna have the Caterpillar from Alice and Wonderland. So it looks like he has a little sass there. Too bad he's not holding the little hookah, that he's not smoking. But hey, I get it. Family friendly company there, Funko, and Disney wants to try to erase that part of its history. But hey, this still looks like a pretty cool one, celebrating probably the 60 years anniversary of Alice in Wonderland. So that's going to be available at Hot Topic. Next, from Garbage Pail Kids, we got Boney Tony. Not a fan of Garbage Pail Kids. Don't really know much about the Garbage Pail Kids, just know that they were kind of collectibles back in the day, and now they are making their way back in the form of Funkos. So here we got Boney Tony unzipping his skin to show the bone, and you kind of have that brain coming out on the top, which is a little weird there. But hey, it looks like it's a pop that definitely a lot of people will like, that limited edition. Now getting into some anime, we got Buffed Chopper from One Piece. Very big. I've seen some of the buffed ones, from One Piece, and then some other anime. Again, I'm not very familiar with a ton of anime, but I've seen some of them, and it's very interesting the way that Funko makes some of these buffed guys in their form. But this is that buffed Chopper from One Piece. Now move over to Hot Topic Sister Store Box Lunch. Shop there a lot. We're going to have from Disney's Beauty and the Beast, Belle in her green dress with a book. Now, I don't remember when she wears this green dress. I think it's later in the film or maybe a sequel. I don't remember her. I don't think she's wearing a green dress in the beginning. I thought it was a blue dress in the beginning. But nonetheless, she's in the green dress. A little bit of a different variation. Reading the blue book. So this is definitely going to be a nice Disney one to add. And then from Dragon Ball, we are going to have Jackie Chun, who is who is from Dragon Ball. Again, not too familiar with this character here, but you'll be able to pick him up from Box Lunch during the virtual con. Now, GameStop has a couple really awesome ones, and from Transformers, Grimlock, and it looks like he's holding his sword in his right arm, his right hand. That one looks absolutely menacing. I like that. Adding that to my Transformers collection for sure. And then we have from Marvel Zombies, it is Morbius. Now, this one might be one of my favorites from the Marvel Zombies line. Not all of them. I don't really love a lot of them. I like the Magneto one. I like the Zombie Daredevil. But I don't love a ton of them. A lot of them are derivative, but this one just looks really cool. And to think about Morbius being a living vampire and then him being a zombie, I think that's a really cool connection. A little really cool crossover. So I actually really dig this one. So those are the ones that are going to be available at GameStop. Now, going down to Amazon. Amazon, outside of the Funko shop, might have the best exclusives. They have some pretty awesome ones. So first from Eastbound and Down, we have Kenny Powers. And Kenny is dressed, in his baseball uniform. So that one is a lot of fun. Now I've seen a ton of the show, but I love Danny McBride. Danny McBride is absolutely hilarious, and it's awesome to see that Danny McBride is making his way up and was one of the creators and writers on the latest Halloween movie. So that's really awesome to see him making his way up. That's some more serious stuff other than people looking at him as just a comedy guy. But Eastbound and Down was a fan favorite show. And next, this one, when I saw it announced, squealed a little bit because it is Michaela and I's one of our favorite shows on television. It is from The Boys, The Deep. The Deep, we said The Deep needed to get a Funko, and we were so surprised when it wasn't announced because they made a Funko for Translucent, who was in an episode and a half. But yeah, through the first 2 episodes, and then he's not there afterwards. Not going to try to spoil it for anyone, but he's only in the first 2 episodes, but The Deep is in a lot more episodes, and he's in season 2. And I'm like, where's the Funko? Here's the Funko, and it looks pretty dang cool. It's his version from season 1, so we definitely had to get that. The Deep, one of our most anticipated. That's going to be from Amazon. Now, this one, I expect to probably be one of the most popular ones. Since WandaVision is the biggest TV show in the world, Billy and Tommy, the sons of Wanda and Vision, those twins, in their Halloween costumes. They are kind of likened to their comic book characters, Wiccan and Speed, dressed as, a little bit like a Quicksilver, and a little bit like Scarlet Witch, but in their kind of comic versions of it a little bit, which is actually really awesome. The fact that they brought all 4 of the characters, Billy, Tommy, Wanda, and Vision, to all kind of look like their comic book counterparts, and Quicksilver too. Those classic costumes looks pretty dang awesome. But this is a 2-pack to be available through Amazon as a shared exclusive. And so I know this is definitely one we have to get. WandaVision is one of our favorite shows on TV right now. Cannot wait for this next episode on Friday. Ooh. Can't wait to see what happens. And then also, from Amazon, we got Darkwing Duck, a Funkoverse game. Now, I've never gotten the Funkoverse games. I did actually just recently order, it should be coming this week, the Groundhog Day bundle that comes with the game and the flocked groundhog. So I might try that. Might try playing that game and see. I've never played one of the Funkoverse games before, but if there is one that I'm gonna have to get, might be this one, because Darkwing Duck is so awesome. It comes with the mini Funko figure of Darkwing Duck, and I know the initial Darkwing Duck Funko is pretty popular, and it is a vaulted one. So this might be one to get just for that Funko, right? So next we're going to be moving on to Walgreens, and at Walgreens it's going to be Spider-Man 2099 from Marvel. Now it's really interesting that they decided to do Spider-Man 2099 because they already have a Spider-Man 2099, which I think was released in 2015 or something like that. And it was also released at Walgreens. And so they're doing the same character, just an updated look, but at the same, at the same location, which is a little funny. But at least this one's going to be a Comic-Con exclusive, a Spring Convention exclusive for 2021. So it's going to be a little bit different, have a different sticker, but it's just funny that they released the same character at the same shared exclusive spot. But whatever. Now moving on to Walmart. I know that this was one that was teased as well, that a lot of people are looking forward to grabbing. It is Dwight Schrute as Kerrigan from The Office. This one looks pretty funny. Dressed up, the long black hair and the spiky costume, kind of that sci-fi character. Looks pretty funny, and then also holding the briefcase too. So Dwight Schrute, another Office Pop. That's what we need, more Office Pops, especially after Funko Fair when they announced like 12 or 15 Office Funko Pops. Hey, why not give it some more, right? I think that makes it like 80 or 60, something like that. It's like almost 100 pops from The Office, which is definitely crazy. Then over at Walmart, we are going to see the Mantia Funko Pop. I think this is a metallic one up on the top right. Mantia. Or Mantina, rather, sorry. From Masters of the Universe. You'll be able to get that at Walmart. I've seen that this might already be out in some stores. I think it was in Texas or something like that it already came out. So, check your local Walmart, see if they drop. But that one is a pretty cool one. Now, I didn't see where the one on the bottom right, the Pez, I think that might be a Funko shop. It wasn't on the photo that Funko put out where this would be, but those Pez, it looks like it's going to be a 1,000 piece limited edition. So that's probably going to be from the Funko shop too. But hey, we ran down all of them, and that is all of the Funkos that are going to be released during Emerald City Comic-Con, Virtual Con. Again, in different countries, there are going to be different shared exclusive stores. So I'll leave a link in the description for you to check out the post that Funko has on their website, where you can see if you're international, where there might be. I know Canada, a lot of the Funko Shop exclusives are also going to be available at Toys R Us. And, different countries, you might have different places. So definitely want to check out that link if you are international to see where you might be able to pick up some of the shared exclusive. Of course, we all want to get the lottery, and I hope you guys, everyone that's watching, can get in the lottery to get the actual stickers, because it is a nice sign of pride when you're able to get the stickers here. Like, we were so happy that we were able to get this Danny Phantom with the actual sticker versus the shared sticker from Target. Because one, at Target, they sold out immediately, but also the fact that we were able to say, we actually got it early. We got it, on time from the Funko shop. I think that's pretty cool. So I hope all of you guys are able to get the lottery if you need it. But let's go ahead and throw it over to you guys. I know this was a lot of information, a lot of Funkos that we went through. Let me know about some of the favorites for Emerald City Comic Con for you. What are some of the ones you are hopefully going to get your hands on? For me, I know it's definitely the Deep, Kim Pine from Scott Pilgrim, so the Scott Pilgrim sodas. Spider-Man 2099, I definitely know I want. And Billy and Tommy, WandaVision, I know those are definitely going to be the ones that are going to be must-haves. And I think I would probably end up getting Wonder Woman with her tiara, that metallic, just because the metallic I think is pretty cool. Add to my collection here. But go ahead and let me know in the comments down below what you think. Also, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. We got a ton of Funko Pop videos on the channel. Hope you guys check them out. and I hope you enjoy them. Thank you guys so much for checking out the video today, and as always, we'll see you again real soon.